Hello, trading is closed on December 10th and I'm Jeffrey Tennant. I'd like to discuss today's stock market, but before I do, I'd like to review what happened yesterday. Starting on Friday, I said that yesterday, Monday, had the potential to be a major change in trend. A large part of this was based on things outside the mejt system, but I wanted to review how mejt was calling for resistance right at the highs. There were three separate patterns which did that. One pattern we've talked about since December 2, and that was a mejt target of 1809.43 plus, which is this red line. There is always resistance over targets in the mejt system. So based on that target, we had resistance at the high. I'd like to discuss further what happened at the afternoon signal and with the morning signal, which gave us a support resistance area defined by these green lines. The green lines were defined Monday morning, and if you look, the market was never able to close outside of that range. So we had mejt resistance and the resistance held. The afternoon we had a very common pattern. I said yesterday that the target was hit immediately, so you couldn't trade it. As we've said previously, there is always resistance over mejt upside targets. Now the mejt sequence rallied over a price in the mejt -2 area. The target was a price in the mejt -5 area, and that was hit immediately. So not only was there no long trade, even though a buy signal was given, we were at a resistance area. Buy signals in the mejt system simply mean there is a target at a higher price. It doesn't mean there's a tradable move. All this is explained on page 8 of my electronic book, Day Trading Using the mejt System. It's under 10 bucks, and it's being sold by Harriman House and various online booksellers. Well, that was yesterday. How about today? We still have a potential major top at yesterday's high, but I really would have liked a lot more impulsive move down than we had today. Just because it didn't happen doesn't mean it won't happen, but it would have made everything a lot clearer. We had a buy signal today and a sell signal, one right next to the other. When that happens in the mejt system, it means prices ultimately will trade higher and trade lower, which they did. Based on factors outside the system, today's action is weak, but we should get follow-through. If we gap over today's high tomorrow, which is possible, then the weak implications of today's market are negated. What the bears really need is to have a stilt-like move down tomorrow, pretty much equal to the stilt-like move up. It's possible because this low has now overlapped this high, which is a reasonable indicator that the market's running out of steam, even though futures are up as I write this. So the mejt system isn't giving any call for tomorrow. Based on other factors, other systems, I think tomorrow's open could be critical. If we gap over today's high, I don't think there's any requirement that we continue to drop tomorrow, nor anything precluding it. But what we really need to have the call for a short-term high payoff is to immediately, or pretty close to immediately, undercut today's low, and preferably with a stilt-like down move. That's what we'd like to see, but we won't know until tomorrow's open if we see it or not, and the system isn't giving any call.